Hi everybody, this is Jenny Hall, Royal Caribbean Strategic Account Manager for Central and Eastern North Carolina and Southern and Coastal Virginia. But I'm here to talk to you not about my territory, but about Alaska. And we brought you this really fun little cooking demo using an actual recipe from the Taku Lodge in Alaska. And this is one of the excursions that you have an opportunity to do on some of our Alaska itineraries. Speaking of that, of course, you know next summer we're going to have 4 ships in Alaska for the very first time. So this is super exciting. So anyone who is on any of those itineraries, when you go to Alaska, you're going to have many opportunities to sample salmon. Salmon and Alaska, they go together. So we're bringing you a really fun, really easy recipe from the Taku Lodge. So I'm going to go over the ingredients with you, and we're also giving you a recipe card so you can make this at home really easily. Very few ingredients. You've got 1/3 of a cup of butter, 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and I like to squeeze my own fresh squeezed lemon juice. It's probably not, essential. And 1 tablespoon of dry white wine. Now, of course, when I'm cooking, I always like to use these little bitty ones because otherwise 1 whole bottle of wine is a lot for me. But, if you're capable, use the big bottle. Take your 1 tablespoon for the recipe and drink the rest. And then, of course, we have some beautiful salmon fillets. And I always prefer wild-caught salmon. It's much better for you and it's much better for the environment, and that is certainly what you're going to get in Alaska. So to make this, what you're going to do is melt the butter, and then you're going to pour in the brown sugar and cook them together for 5 minutes until the brown sugar is dissolved. Then you're going to add the lemon juice and the white wine, and you're going to cook it all together for another 5 minutes. Now, for the purposes of time, I went ahead and made the sauce in advance. So it's already done, and what we're going to do is we're just going to take this beautiful sauce and we're going to put it on our salmon fillets. Just brush it on. Now, the authentic way to make this is on the grill, but as it happens, I don't have a grill, so we're going to be using the broiler here in the Royal Caribbean Test Kitchen, aka my home. So, this sauce we're going to just brush onto our salmon. I'm just gonna serve some of it up here and make it a little bit easier to brush on there. I put my broiler on high, and I put the rack about 7 inches from the heat, and then I broil it for 10 minutes, and it comes out beautifully. So we're brushing our glaze on here, and now we're gonna put this under the broiler for, again, 10 minutes, broiler on high. And by the miracle of modern cooking or television, I just so happen to have one already cooked for you here, again, to bring us in under time limits. So I plated it with some asparagus and some mashed potatoes, but you see, even under the broiler, the salmon comes out with a gorgeous glaze, a gorgeous caramelization on it. So this is what you can expect when you make this recipe. It is absolutely delicious. And again, we're gonna give you a recipe card. Thank you so much for joining me for our cooking segment. And now back to the rest of the presentation.